The BlackWidow X Chroma TE. They took a couple steps right, and they took one major step back. I'm Rio Gion, and this is Rio Gion Keyboards. I can say with confidence I can definitely take this keyboard to the office if I were to just turn off the light or leave one light on. The aesthetic of the keyboard looks fantastic. And get this, it's a standard layout. So how come you don't do this for the other boards that are after? Does this particular keyboard not sell well? Because I think you really should make your rest of the keyboard standard. That layout is perfect because I can replace keycaps very easily. And I know that the BlackWidow version 2 is after this keyboard, yet it's not standard layout. Why? Why? Also, $129.99. That's a little pricey nowadays. Why? The key switch is very confusing because it has the shell of the Kale switches, which you don't have the Kale logo, but it doesn't feel like the Kale switches anymore. So what kind of switch is this from? Is this actually from in-house? I don't know. And chances are I will never know, but it's very skeptical because the BlackWidow X Chroma, not TE, feels very stiff, but this one, that is the TE, feels very smooth. Inconsistency is everywhere. Look at this Cherry MX stabilizers. This is before the V2. How come the V2 still has Co-Star? Does this not sell well? I keep asking the same questions because I'm wondering why you decided to do what you decided to do. It doesn't seem to make too much sense because Cherry MX stabilizers are so much easier to clean. So why not implement it throughout the lineup? It would make so much sense. The keycap has improved. I really like the font. I like the material now. It's better. It's still ABS, but it's not as cheap. It feels more premium and it looks more premium, which is nice. But once again, $129.99. I still have thin ABS. I don't even have PVT. Or better yet, I don't even have double shot ABS. Wow, just why? The flip up feet has rubber on them. It really does keep the board planted. It's not there for decorations. It's very nice. And we also have cable management slots, which are also very nice to have. And I notice that the cable this time around is not detachable. Why? The other tournament edition keyboard had a detachable cable. How come this one is not detachable? Why are you taking away the portability aspect of having a keyboard that is a 10 keyless? At least we have braided cable. That's nice. I like that. Cable management Velcro. Very nice. I like that very much. Gold tip USB. I like that very much. Good job. The software is the typical Razer software, which means it's very nice and user friendly. I like how everything is easily laid out. The options are clearly defined. You know what to do. It's not confusing like Corsair is. And I also really like the community that's behind the software. There are lots of lighting features that you can download from the Razer website. I like that a lot, especially because it means that my keyboard is a little bit more future-proof. If I were to buy it, I still get new lights designs down the line, which is very good. Also, there are some things that shouldn't really belong in the software like stats. I don't see so much use in that. Maybe you do, but I don't. Chroma apps is nice. It goes with some of the games that you're playing. And of course, being able to macro every single key is also very good for those of you that likes to play MMOs. However, you don't have the bank of macro keys in this particular board, so your mileage may vary. I absolutely love the way this particular switch types. It feels very silky smooth, and every single stroke is just right. It has that right amount of force feedback. And the thing that makes me really sad is that it's really inconsistent. It's because this particular keyboard is smooth. Doesn't mean that the next BlackWidow X Chroma TE will be exactly the same. Inconsistency is so large here, which means that it's a crapshoot whether or not you get the board that you actually want. Think about it, guys. Get your head in the game and make sure all of the boards are consistent. Once you reach that level, you can somewhat justify the price, but until then, wait and see. It really all goes back to the question why, because it seems like they did so many right things on this particular board, yet the boards that are after it are not doing those same things. Cherry MX stabilizer, make sure you carry that through. A standard layout, make sure you carry that through. Here's a really awesome idea. Make the next BlackWidow X Chroma come with USB pass-through, audio pass-through. Make sure that it's a standard layout and it uses Cherry MX stabilizer, and you keep this buttery smooth, just the right force feedback switch. We have a winner, because Corsair doesn't really make the MX Blue variant of their RGB lineup. But once you do this, you basically prove that yes, the market for this particular switch, for this particular user, still exists. So please, what you guys can do as my viewers is to like the video, comment down below if you like the idea, and if this video gets big enough, hey, they might just listen, they might just make the board that we want them to. Anyways, if you liked the video, please be sure to leave it a like and subscribe for more awesome content.